Breaking news that's coming in. What we're hearing right now, remember that the Prime Minister is on an 11-day Anushthan. The Prime Minister is doing a special lesson of chanting the mantra and there are in fact people, accomplished seers, who are teaching him every single day in the morning. This is for 1 hour and 11 minutes that the Prime Minister takes time out of his busy schedule to kind of learn all of these mantras. It's a resolution that he's taken to chant for 11 days all of these mantras. So for about 1 hour, 11 minutes every single morning, he's taking time out of his schedule to learn all of these mantras, a part of, in fact, what's prescribed in the sacred text to get set for the Pran Pratishtha. In fact, it's being said that this chanting of these mantras, very powerful mantras, is the most important act of the entire 11-day ritual. The Prime Minister is, of course, sleeping on the floor. He's not been consuming food, merely having coconut water as part of the 11-day Anushthan. And there's also chanting of mantras, powerful mantras, that's taking place every single day as well. Paulami Saha is live with us from Ayodhya with more details on this. Paulami, of course, we're picking up more and more information of what an 11-day Anushthan actually entails for the Prime Minister. So in his busy schedule, he's ensuring that he sticks to the kind of dietary needs as per the sacred text. Also, we're hearing that, he's constantly chanting very powerful mantras. There are seers who teach him these mantras every single morning.
Well, this is something which is very rigorous that the Prime Minister is practicing. Remember, when he did announce that 11-day Anushthan, it was, the sense that was given was that he does realize the sort of responsibility that lies upon him as he, of course, performs the Pran Pratishtha on January 22nd. Several questions have been raised as to whether he is the individual who should be doing it, or should there be sages or Shankaracharyas who should be performing the Pran Pratishtha. The Prime Minister has taken upon himself the responsibility, and he wants to perform it to its absolute detail, whatever are the details. So he has, of course, we've learned over the course of these 11 days that he's been sleeping on the floor on a blanket throughout. He also only consumes coconut water through the day, so that's rigorous fasting that he's practicing. And what information that seems to be coming in right now is that he has learned some very, sacred chants and verses that has been advised by several accomplished seers over years and over decades, over centuries, and he has, of course, decided that he will chant those early in the morning during what is called the Brahma Muhurat, which is anywhere between about 4 a.m. in the morning to 5:30 a.m. in the morning. He does that for about 1 hour 11 minutes. He's been doing this as part of the 11-day Anushthan that he started following, which will go on till tomorrow, which is the 21st of January, before he performs the Pran Pratishtha on January 22nd. So on that time, at that Brahm Muhurat, between 4 to 5:30 a.m. in the morning, for 1 hour 11 minutes, the Prime Minister is chanting some very sacred verses.
Okay, I also want to bring in Gaurav Sawant on this. And Gaurav, we'll also put out on our screens the AI images of what the Prime Minister's 11-day Anushthan looks like. This is the kind of rigorous 11-day fast ritual that priests also undergo before they perform any sort of Pran Pratishtha, because it's such, an auspicious, holy ritual, Gaurav. The Prime Minister has also decided to get into it with every single part of his spiritual being. And I remember him saying this before he started off on his 11-day Anushthan, that physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, he's going to give it his all to be fully prepared for this Pran Pratishtha.
The Prime Minister is a devout Hindu. He is a practicing Hindu, and whether it's coming to Ayodhya or when he became Prime Minister, when he went to the Pashupatinath temple, or the time that he spends at the Kedarnath temple, or the various other temples he's been to across the country, the Prime Minister believes in India's civilizational ethos, our civilizational learning, practices it, not just preaches, he practices it in his life. And from those who work with the Prime Minister, for those who stay with the Prime Minister and work with him very long hours, those officials tell us that how he believes in everything that he says and does, and wants to ensure that it's done perfectly to the T. So here, whether it's the Anushthan, before the Anushthan, where all through the 11 days he's only having coconut water or sleeping on the floor, and yet continuing with all his official engagements. He's not taking a break from any of his official work as the Prime Minister of India, to visiting various temples that he already has and the temples he will visit before he reaches here on the 22nd. So it's the Veerbhadra temple that he's been to, the Guruvayur temple, the Ramanatha Swami temple. So all the temples that the Prime Minister is also visiting indicates that there is something that he wants to ensure that it's done perfectly, is blessed by all, and is good for the country. That, those who are close to him tell us is his entire effort, that we move towards what he actually believes is Ram Rajya. Even here at the Dharm Chowk where we are, that I want to for a moment take our viewers and show this to you. So what is happening here at Ayodhya? Aastha ka samman, virasat se prerna. You talk about the Ram Mandir at Ayodhya, but you also talk about what's happening at Kashi Vishwanath, at the Mahakal Lok Corridor. What you also talk about the Dharm Chowk is Yato Dharma Tato Jai. Where there is justice, there is victory. So that is the civilizational message that is being given out. Remember, Yato Dharma Tato Jai is also written outside the Supreme Court of India. So that is the effort that the country, according to him or those close to him, is the direction where we are moving forward to.